Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of our Fall TV Preview 2017. I'm Liron Cohen.
And I'm Mimi Torchin.
And we're Lady Parts TV. And last week we told you about a bunch of shows premiering at the beginning of September 2017. And now we have more shows to talk to you about coming up. And again, this is not all the shows that are happening.
No,
these are just the shows that
we're interested in and that we feel we can recommend that you take a look at.
Based on our extensive research.
And on our own likes and dislikes.
Yes. You'll
find
notice there are no comedies.
Very few comedies in here, and yes.
Except for Will and Grace, right?
And no reality shows.
No, never. Okay. All right, so we're beginning with a show that I'm personally very excited about. One of my top shows that I'm excited about for this fall. It's called 10 Days in the Valley, October 1st on ABC. And it's starring somebody I love, Kyra Sedgwick.
Love Kyra Sedgwick. And this will be her first show since she got her new teeth.
You think they'll give them their own credit?
I don't know. They sure look good.
Okay. So she stars as a writer and producer of a TV crime show. And her daughter, a very, very young girl, is kidnapped. I think she's single. She's, I think, either divorced.
Her daughter?
No. Kyra Sedgwick is single, so she's either divorced or she's never married. But I think the ex is involved in a suspicious way. Anyway, her young daughter is kidnapped, and then there are overlaps between her personal life and her professional life. It takes place, of course, in LA, and there's a lot of behind the scenes of making a crime show, which is kind of cool.
You know, the title sounds familiar to me. I don't know if it was a movie or a book.
It didn't say. It didn't say that it was
based
on
anything. It just sounds familiar to me.
Anyway, it looks really good.
It really does.
And Kyra is wonderful. I'm so happy to have her back on television. She's pretty much surrounded by men, but I have to say in the trailer at some point she's in bed with another woman. But I think it's like her sister or something who's just...
That's even...
Yeah.
That's...
No. She's not in bed with her like that.
Boy, not only are they doing lesbians, they're doing incest. That's
what we needed, right? No.
Erica Christensen.
Can I just finish?
Yes. No,
they're lying in bed together and they're looking at the computer. So I think that it's like her sister who's sitting there with her looking at something that the kidnapper sent or something. Anyway, I don't think it... I hope she's a lesbian, but I really don't think that's what it is.
Erica Christensen is in it too, by the way. Someone I like very much and who you will know from Parenthood.
Okay. So anyway, this really looks good, and I'm looking forward to it. October 1st on ABC, 10 Days in the Valley. Okay, I warned you that in this vlog you're going to hear me more than last time.
I'm so happy.
Now this is a show that usually is really not my thing, but it looks really surprisingly very good. It's called Wisdom of the Crowd, October 1st, CBS, starring somebody that I don't usually find that appealing, Jeremy Piven. The only place that I really kind of liked him was a part of the Ellen sitcom. And I'm not a fan of this this show is about, he's a tech entrepreneur, and I'm not a fan of all this tech stuff, but
Used to it.
Yeah, I know, right? What happens is his daughter was murdered, and he invents this crowdsourcing app that what it does is invites people to both submit evidence, report crimes, and also dissect the evidence.
Right.
So he's trying to get everybody to help.
A network of citizen detectives.
Yeah. And he thinks he's doing it to solve his daughter's murder.
Also because someone has been arrested and he doesn't believe...
Somebody's been convicted. Somebody's in jail.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he
doesn't believe that this guy did it. Yeah.
Right. But he invents this app to solve his daughter's murder. But of course, on the way, other crimes come up, other evidence comes up, and they start solving other crimes. From the trailer, it looks really great because it's finally kind of the upside of technology. We're used to all these...
As opposed to Black Mirror.
Exactly. We're used to all these kind of futuristic, post-apocalyptic times.
Where tech takes over our lives.
Well, and I have to quote, there's a great quote in the trailer that I really thought, that they asked, okay, so all about this app, what about privacy? And he says, we gave that up a long time ago so we can watch cat videos on our phone. And it's very true. But at least in this case, it really shows you how people are willing to help and do things that they don't have to do to help others. And so it looks really good.
Monica Potter is in it as well.
Yeah, do I
think
know
she
her?
plays his ex-wife.
Yeah, again, this
I
is
know
kind
her.
of more male-oriented. There are a few women, though, and I assume it will be a more balanced kind of a
I don't
cast,
know
especially
anybody else
since,
in the cast except Monica Potter. I think Richard T. Jones sounds familiar.
I'm assuming there'll be a lot of guest appearances
Mhm.
because for the different cases, and it seems really, really exciting. If nothing else, they did a great job with the trailer. So, Wisdom of the Crowd, October 1st on CBS. Check it out. Now you.
Next we have October 7th on October 2nd on Ovation, Halcyon. And
So weird that it's on Ovation.
it says the first series of the Halcyon. I don't
Series.
Is
This
it-
is a British show. Series is a season for them. They
the
call their
first
season. Series.
Okay. So maybe it's going to be different as it goes on, but it says it's set in a London hotel during World War II, and it follows the lives of those behind the scenes of the hotel and guests in
Mostly the guests, I think,
in a
because
5-star hotel.
their tagline is "Dark Days, Bright Nights."
Okay. Well, I think that it'll be a combination of the.
It
permanent
seems very
staff.
scandalous.
Yes, it looks like Masterpiece Theater gone. It looks like Downton Abbey gone crazy,
Right.
On
It does.
speed. I think it looks very interesting to me. I don't even know
It's from the
if
creators
there's
of.
anybody in the cast that we really.
Yeah, it was a very kind of a hectic trailer, but it's from the creators of The Crown and Outlander.
So it's
Very
going to
good
be
pedigree, and it looks fantastic. And it's a period of time in history that I can't help.
be more
It's
fascinating.
always fascinating to
Yes.
me. Yeah, but this is a different take on it. So
Yes.
this is kind of like. When it's, and this is also very timely, unfortunately, when it's so grim out there, when the reality is so grim,
Rome
these
is
are
burning,
people
but they're still.
who are trying to live it
Live it
up,
up,
like
yeah.
eat and drink because tomorrow you'll die.
Mhm.
It looks great from the.
It does. It really looks wonderful. I think if you are a Masterpiece Theater fan, you will love this because it looks very classy.
in a crazy kind of a loop.
In a crazy.
Okay, next up we have a couple of CW shows, which usually
Not CW in general, but
usually we don't go for CW because it's more kind of teen and tween oriented. I find younger oriented. But this show actually looks a lot better than the usual CW fare. It's called Valor.
oh, I was looking at the wrong one.
No, you were
Sorry.
definitely.
Yes,
I
this
know what
looks
you're
pretty
looking
good.
at. But next, Valor premieres October 9th on the CW. It stars Christina Ochoa. If you watch Animal Kingdom, and if you're not, why aren't you watching Animal Kingdom? But if you're watching Animal Kingdom, then recently she's had more to do. Christina Ochoa. She is Craig's the girl that Craig let die
and
from
then
an
stole
OD.
her stash.
Right.
She fortunately lived
She lived, yes.
and has come back to
This is
haunt
not a
him.
spoiler. Anyway, she leads the cast. These are it's a U.S. Air Base. These are helicopter pilots, and it stars. I think she features very heavily.
Very heavily.
So it's more of a balanced cast in terms of the leads.
Someone
And
named Matt Barr from Sleepy Hollows.
yes, and then there's that guy from Chicago Fire, whose name I forget right now. But anyway, so it's
Oh, right.
it's both their missions and an investigation into a mission that has gone wrong. So it looks better than usual. It looks interesting enough for us to give it a try, even though it's on the CW and even though you usually don't go there. And again, another military show. Yeah.
This is about our third or fourth that we've recommended.
Which what?
This
On
Valor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And next on the CW, on an entirely different planet, October 11th, the CW, another reboot. This time, Dynasty.
Let me just say, it looks so trashy.
And you know what? Trashy in the 80s. Trashy belonged in the 80s.
Yes,
It
but this
doesn't
is not
belong
the 80s.
now. They should have
Exactly.
left the over-the-top trashiness in the 80s where it belonged. This looks listen, Dynasty was trashy, but it was also classy.
Fun. It was classy trash.
It was. I mean, I loved it.
I loved it too.
I had a special permission from my mother to stay up and watch Dynasty, even though I was very little. As long as I got up the next morning I had no problem getting up, and I always followed a rule because I couldn't wait to watch Dynasty every week, and I loved Dynasty, mud fights and all included. This version looks so trashy.
And everybody has been made younger.
No, because this is a prequel.
Well, except
it's
for,
a prequel.
Well, it's sort of a prequel. It's only really like a few years
Before they got married.
Yeah.
When they were engaged, right?
Yes, but Linda Evans was already 25 years older than whoever is playing Crystal now.
Yeah.
And John Forsythe was already a lot older than Grant Show.
So yeah, Grant Show plays Blake, and Natalie Kelly from The Vampire Diaries, maybe you know her, plays Crystal. And this is when they're engaged and about to get married. They've done a whole bunch of stuff to, I guess, well, some of it is to diversify, but some of it took away from diversity. So Elizabeth Gillies, by the way, or Gillis, I'm not sure how she pronounced her name, plays Fallon, and she is. They made all the women
Fallon's
bitchy.
almost the same age as she was, though. That's what's so funny.
Yeah, I know.
Because everybody else is younger.
And now, I personally loved Crystal, and I loved Fallon, and they made them these bitchy, ridiculous women that the trailer made me want to vomit from. We didn't see an Alexis, so either they're keeping her as a surprise.
And I don't see an Alexis in the cast.
So either they're
searched
ignoring
the whole
her.
Cast list, and I can't imagine that they're ignoring her.
Maybe they're just
but she might be a surprise, as she was in the original show.
Now, Stephen in this...
Remember that big hat in the courtroom?
Right. Now, Stephen is very outly, flamboyantly,
gay,
proudly
right from the
gay.
get-go. He doesn't come out midterm.
Jeff is now black.
And...
My huge disappointment, I don't know if you guys remember, Sammy Jo.
Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear's breakout role. No, it's a guy.
Why?
Why? I mean, they had an opportunity, actually, to introduce a new, like they introduced Heather Locklear, somebody who could have made a splash, and instead, no, it's a guy. So that's
as
my
if we don't have enough guys on television.
There is no chance I'm watching this. My memory of Dynasty is going to remain intact and beautiful and full of 80s shoulder pads. That's where
if you watch the preview, you'll already see cat fights.
Oh yes, it's going to be mud.
They're preserving all the crap.
Listen, you can't
have
Dynasty without mud.
Yes, but if it's not between Crystal and Alexis, I'm not interested.
I know. And anyway, again, they had in their trashy way.
Mud will be flowing.
They had a way to make it still fun and just very
it was
kind
a
of
very
its
good
own
cast,
thing.
and it was very entertaining.
Yes,
very
this just looks so bad.
How much do you want to pay me, CW?
To watch it?
To watch it.
Yes, I think they'll be okay without you.
Yeah, I guess they will.
I don't think it will last though. By the way, if you're asking. Did Dallas last? The new
a couple
Dallas?
of seasons.
Yeah,
and that wasn't bad actually.
You know,
and who was on it? That was excellent. Someone I
Judith
liked.
Light.
Judith Light. And she was fabulous.
I am personally I'm not averse to reboots of TV shows if you do them well, and if you preserve their integrity, if you manage to keep some of the original cast, like Will and Grace, like The L Word, great. But there are certain things that it's just kind of you had to be there sort of a thing, and Dynasty is that kind of a thing.
It was a creation of its time,
so much,
and it really needs to stay there.
Yeah. And you know.
So we're not really recommending it, but we thought you might be interested.
We had to tell you about it because how could you not? I mean, it's so important.
Okay, now here's a show that interests me, and it comes from executive producer Charlize Theron, you go girl, and House of Cards exec producer David Fincher, who is also a great director.
And he probably
will be directing on this too. It's set in 1970.
Say what it's called.
Oh, sorry, it's called Mindhunter. And there have been a variety of characters based on this. This was a book, I believe, was it?
It's a book by a special FBI agent who had, afterwards, they based several characters on him.
Right. The Scott Glenn character in Silence of the Lambs and
Criminal Minds, Jason Gideon.
Yes. Who was played by Mandy Patinkin. Anyway, it's set in 1979. 2 FBI agents are tasked with interviewing serial killers to solve open cases.
And to get to understand the serial killer mind.
Sort of, not the beginning of profiling, that happened quite a while ago, but to get inside the mind of the the mind's work of these
Serial killers,
psychopaths and sociopaths. Do we know who's? Oh yeah, Jonathan Groff, Cotter Smith, and Anna Torv.
Just among others, but these were the big names.
Many of you will be happy because Anna Torv, who is the star of Fringe, will be back, and she also played a lesbian on the English version of that girlfriend show.
That girlfriend show?
Mistresses.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it looks very good. I think it looks very, very interesting.
Now, it's very male. It looks very male. I think that because, from what I can tell from the trailer, because they're trying to interview serial killers, and let's face it, most of the victims are women, the women are going to be talked about mostly as objects. It looks like it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that there are more women involved in the actual show. But nevertheless, it's a fascinating subject.
It is a fascinating subject. Serial killers are horrible people, but with extremely interesting minds.
And this is a Netflix series, by the way. It premieres October 13th. Mindhunter. And
I'm very pleased with Charlize. She's doing a lot of producing.
Yeah, this is, by the way, they said that this project has been in the making for like 6 years or something. So
well, look how long she worked on Atomic Blonde.
5 years or something.
Or more than that even,
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So good for her. She's getting more involved in the creators.
Which is very smart for women,
decision-making.
even if you're one of the most beautiful women in film.
Oh, for sure. We were just talking about Reese Witherspoon, who couldn't find roles that justified, that made her justice, that did her justice. So she just made her own.
She options every bestseller on the market.
Good for her. Okay, finally, our last show for this recommendation vlog is called Alias Grace. And it's November 3rd on Netflix as well. It's a miniseries based on a Margaret Atwood book. Margaret Atwood now is being...
expect dark.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's based on a true story of Grace Marks, who was a Canadian housemaid, an immigrant from Ireland who was imprisoned in 1843 for the murder of her employer. Now, she kept claiming...
She's still in prison today. Sorry.
She kept claiming that she didn't do it. She had no memory of doing it, and so this is a decade later when a doctor tries to help her recall the past. The person who adapted the book to the screen and produced it is Sarah Polley, who is a wonderful, wonderful up until now actress and director. Now she is adding more hyphenates to her credits, and it looks very good. Again, Margaret Atwood. It seems like everything that she's written feels just so much more right now.
Timely.
And again, Netflix, November 3rd, Alias Grace, and Canadian show. Fantastic.
We love Canadian shows.
We do.
We're fans of all things foreign.
All things not American.
No, we love American shows. Please, American TV.
No, I mean it's like we're fans of all things foreign. No, we love
British
foreign,
shows.
Australian, all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
Israeli,
absolutely.
By the way, have we recommended Fauda here?
I think we might have, but you can throw it
I
in.
don't know if you've seen Fauda, F-A-U-D-A, on Netflix. It's an Israeli show. It's excellent, and they're already close to releasing the second season, and the creators of Fauda have struck a deal with Netflix to do another show together.
Right.
So, Fauda, I don't know if we ever recommended, but you should.
You want to tell them what it's about at all?
Well, it's most Israeli shows and movies are about the Israeli-Palestinian crisis, about terrorism, about war. This is about a special unit, a military unit that seeks out terrorists, and it is just, we binged on the whole thing, one afternoon, I think.
Probably.
It's really good, and again, the fact that Netflix brought it to America and is already working in collaboration on another series with these creators, I think speaks highly of the show itself. So, anyway, these are our recommendations for the fall. I think in past years we've had more recommendations, or recommendations we were more excited about.
And I know that the Alienist is coming on in some time. They just keep saying coming. I know, without even having to see anything, I recommend The Alienist. It was one of my favorite books.
Well, there are shows that are coming back that we're excited about.
Well, and there are new shows that I think there isn't anything
there are a lot
out
of
on them
there are a
yet.
lot of mid-season shows.
Well, that'll be another story.
That will be we'll have to do another preview vlog for that, and also don't forget that a lot of these shows, unfortunately, will drop after 2 episodes, and then they'll have to bring in a new show to replace them. So, but this is just a little. I mean, there's plenty to watch. So these are 15 shows, 15 new shows that we just recommended. And
that ought to keep you busy.
We are reminding you there's just a few more days for our summer sale on our Indiegogo page to be a guest on our vlog for less than half the price. So we hope you take advantage of this great opportunity because we want to see you.
We love to talk to you.
And we are taking a little hiatus now for traveling purposes, so there will not be a new vlog for a few weeks, but we'll be back.
We will.
And actually, when we come back, we have a special vlog that you have plenty of time to participate in. It's a special coming out vlog requested by one of our followers. So go to our blog. There is the latest blog post there tells you what we want from you, but basically we want you to send us your story of which character, TV or film, whose coming out story you identified most with or helped you yourself come out. If you're a straight ally, if you have a story of a coming out story that helped you understand your friends better or be more active to support them in their rights, we want your stories, your coming out stories, and who helped you get there. So email us, ladypartsvlog@gmail.com. Because we're going on this little hiatus, you have plenty of time. The deadline is, I believe, September 17th. So we hope many of you will send you your stories, because I think the fact that we have a space to share our stories and experience and talk about it is wonderful.
It is wonderful.
So thank you as always for joining us. Have a wonderful fall, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.